Give me a surprise quarterback the Niners could add in training camp as like a worst case.
Yeah, this is a this is something I could see. Like I said, like I was telling you before, is like this is a worst case scenario I could see. I think they could go and sign Matt Ryan, and that's only because I know this is only if like one of two, but more so it'd have to align with both. Is if number one, Brock Purdy, you're not coming back in 6 months. It's going to be 7, 8, 9, or God forbid the year.
Yeah.
Or he comes back in 6 months, and all of a sudden after a week or two, it's like, what the hell happened?
Setback.
Setback, exactly. Now
Setback,
shut him down.
yeah.
So pretty much any wild card moment with Brock Purdy. That's enough that could probably bring in. No, that's enough that will bring Matt Ryan in. Number two is what happens if Purdy is derailed or still whatever such and such, and Trey Lance and Sam Darnold are really underwhelming, and the Niners don't feel comfortable with these guys. It's like, oh my God, I've seen like 10 days of practice on top of OTAs. These guys aren't wowing me. We can't wait. Matt Ryan. Why Matt Ryan? We don't have to trade anyone, first of all. We can keep all our assets. Number two, he's going to come cheap. Colts still paying him. Number three, he has no right to ask for anything more than $2 or $3 million. Number four, he should be quick to integrate into the offense. Now, I know Matt Ryan is not sexy, and I would never want to advocate, but I just...
You don't find Matt Ryan sexy? Wow.
No, he's not. Maybe when he was Matty Ice once upon a time when he was MVP. I only go after MVPs. I don't go for low-level talents. You know what I mean? So, but I think, look, he was terrible last year. I think the worst quarterback next year outside of Zach Wilson was him. He was bad. But he did have a pretty bad offensive line. He only had two playmakers in Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman. With the Niners, you get a familiar system, better head coach, better offensive line, better talent. That's, again, the same thing we said earlier. It should help uplift everything else. He was sacked 38 times. I doubt he'll see as much like that if he comes in. I just think that's someone who they would add. If something's going awry with Purdy or Lance and or Darnold are underwhelming, and it's like we don't feel good about both of these guys or all three. Matt Ryan, what's good? Here's $2.5 million plus incentives.
I'm surprised they didn't do that already. It seems like something Kyle would do, but at the same time, you wonder what their relationship's like after losing that Super Bowl. I feel like they kind of pointed the finger at each other a little bit afterward, and I wonder if there's bad blood. But yeah, I mean, Matt Ryan, it's like, what are your options? Retire or take $2 million to like practice with the 49ers? Maybe his pride will say, I'd rather retire. I don't know. It seems like Kyle Shanahan wants to. I think he wants to prove something with Sam Darnold, man. I could be wrong. I've covered Kyle for a while. I haven't spent like a lot of time with him like off the record or anything, but he just seems like the kind of guy who thinks he can make it work with Sam Darnold. Like, he's that self-confident. And, is that a bad thing? I mean, Jim Harbaugh felt the same. Jim Harbaugh was like the only guy who saw it with Alex Smith. He was like, nah. The guy's been totally mismanaged. He's 27 years old. I'm a good coach. I can make this work. Not that many coaches would have wanted to even try that. The fact that Kyle thinks he can do the same thing with Darnold is commendable. I'm a little curious that he can make it work, as opposed to someone like Matt Ryan. It's like you don't have to build up Matt Ryan's confidence. Like you already did it. You already proved it with Matt. It's like. And how old is he? He's like the same age John Elway was when he won a Super Bowl with your dad. So maybe you should be looking for cougars in the quarterback market. Man, maybe you should be looking for the cougars.
Who's that in the quarterback market, in the open market?
Matt Ryan.
You're gone.
The
I don't think
cougar.
Matt Ryan
You said he's not sexy, though.
No, he's not. He's qualifies as like, oh my God.
Which quarterbacks do you consider sexy, Jose?
What are you talking about? Like in the actual? Oh, obviously Mahomes and all those guys. Come on, like, you serious right now? I'm talking about gameplay. I'm not talking about looks.
Oh, okay, all right. Sorry, I thought you were talking about looks.
No, who looks good? Jalen Hurts is handsome. He's handsome as hell. Who else?
Yeah, guys can call guys handsome. Nothing wrong with that.
No, yeah, I don't care.
Jose's extremely handsome, man. Look at him.
Use that as my Tinder profile.
You have one? Of course.
No.
Monsature says every quarterback that's a Kyle pick all have big arms. Purdy, just a middling arm. Kyle plans to start Trey and anticipates success. Just my opinion. His dad did pick Jay Cutler. His dad picked Jay Cutler. That guy had a cannon. CJ Beathard. Cannon!
Mullins? Well, Mullins was a...
When they picked Purdy, they thought they were picking Mullins 2.0. He surprised them with his athleticism. Mullins can't run around like that. But I still think Kyle's like, man, dude, it wasn't Purdy. It was me. And if Purdy could do that, then so can Sam Darnold. That's my understanding of Kyle's psyche.
That was probably just a scouting pick too. Because Kyle's not worried about someone who's going to be a last pick. We already know that. He hates the draft. I think this is why they're drafting. They're sending the first. They had no problem sending the first. Every time, what is it, 2 years in a row now? He's been a post-draft presser. He's like, whoa, what'd you think? Someone always asks him that. What'd you think of this draft? Oh, I'm just happy. I don't have to spend 2 months looking at the film again. Haha, I don't have to worry about it until next year.
That's right.
Like, Jesus, dude, it's part of your job.
Maybe that's why they trade away their top picks so that Kyle doesn't make the picks. It's like, dude, you suck at picking. Unless it's Nick Bosa, you suck at picking first and second round picks. So you know what? We're going to trade him away. We'll trade him for vets, and you can pick which vet we take. It could be Christian McCaffrey. But from now on, we're just going to let the scouts pick the players. Thanks.
This is why I think they misevaluated Lance. If it is looking that way, like he's gonna be on the way out. It's like he probably
Kyle watched. Yeah, he watched like
and just
absolutely.
Said, I can work with that. He's not gonna take much long, and they just completely overevaluated. And that's
same with Ty Davis Price. Same with Ty Davis Price. He watched like that one game against Florida. He's like, boom, that's all I need. He's like, dude.
So many players, man. It's like what Al Davis should do. Sign someone who's good in the Super Bowl and sign him to a lucrative deal.
Matsuture says Kyle wants to prove something. Totally agree. Yeah, I think he'd rather win with Sam Darnold than Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? My dad's over here making faces. Oh, yeah, that's right. I know where my dad is. You don't know where we're at. Secret location.
In Montana.
Poopy Pants says, does Darnold really have a 1.66 10-yard split? I want to know what Trey's time is. He isn't slow, but also doesn't really look quick at all. That is correct with Darnold. He doesn't seem like he has that initial burst that Purdy has. I think Trey does have a good initial burst. It seems tough to sack Trey. I would like to know.
But no, they wouldn't drop him back enough.
Yeah, good point. All right, that's the show. I'm going to go get some lunch. What are you eating for lunch?
In Canada?
Yeah. Get some poutine.
I'm going to go to the gym. I need to get big. I'm tiny.
Nice. What are you benching these days?
I'm not benching today. We got leg day, man. We can't skip leg day. All right, we can't be looking like what's it called? What do you say? We can't be looking like flamingos out here. We're just like skinny legs and just big ass body on top.
You know what I started recently doing? I put the bench underneath me so I know I'm going low enough on the squats, and it's really helped because I feel like I wasn't going low enough before. I had like a mental thing, and now I know where it is. So that's really helped. Also, I did power cleans for like the first time since like freshman year of high school yesterday. It was fun. You ever do power cleans? What do you do? Do you do deadlifts? I always hurt my back on deadlifts, so I'm not trying. I don't want to do this anymore.
Because I don't like deadlifts anymore either. Well,
I don't like them.
Stopped deadlifts because ever since like I pulled my hammy hella bad a year ago, it's like if I work out too much, it just goes like I'm cooked. I have the Canitas hamstring that we have. It's that bad, dude. If I can't work, I got to stretch to do everything. So any too intense, like it just gets pulled. I'm like, dude, thing just falls apart. So yeah, doing that, I don't really do those anymore. Everything I just do is just squats, just what's it called? Leg press, like all those other ones like that. Split lunges, hellas things. So
I like split lunges where you go to the side and go back. That really gets you in different places. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I'm gonna go get lunch. Jose's gonna go lift weights because he's a very handsome man. Thank you very much.
I just take pictures, to be honest, and I come back home.
Yeah, put it on your Instagram.